What are your useless talents? I can drink water really fast. I can down a 20-ounce/500 milliliter bottle in a single gulp. That has made this slightly less useless. I can do a convincing voice impression of a Nazgul from Lord of the Rings. Fun party trick, but not really useful. I can do Gollum's voice fairly convincingly. We'd be great fun at parties for sure. I can gleek. I can also mimic hummingbird bird noises. I purposely learned how to suck air between my two front teeth to mimic them, because I like seeing them get all huffy, puffy, and pissed off when they think a rival is in the area. They are cutely aggressive little things and I adore them. It's a useless talent, but provides some mild entertainment. I have tried to learn how to gleek, and have never been able to do it on purpose, but have done it in accident several times while eating. I can move my head skin, and it looks like I'm wearing some sort of wig. My husband is uncircumcised too. Oof. I can put my foot all the way behind my head while sitting. That's not useless. It's a prosthesis. Go on. It's a decoy leg to trick her enemies. I'm really good at picking things up with my toes, like when I'm cleaning the house up, or whatever. I ended up developing a chronic pain condition that affects my back when I got into my 20s, so it oddly worked in my favor. Side talent fact: last week my 4-year-old wanted to show me her useless talent she had been working on, and guess what? Girl is damn good at picking things up with her toes. We are weird girls. At a guess, probably genetic, derp, extra/adjusted musculature in your foot, or a big toe joint that's slightly further out, drifting towards opposable. My friend years ago could do that too. He called it monkey feet. I'm weirdly good at saying words backwards, and I practice in my head to pass the time when I'm bored. But every time I tell someone, and they test me, they always use a word like onomatopoeia, and I fuck it up so nobody believes me. I can tell you the season and episode based off of nearly any random screenshot of him. Memorization of a bit of pi in the order of the periodic table. Watch the periodic table song and 100 digits of pi song, both made by Asaptions. I don't even have the useless ones. Oof, my man. I'm super forgettable. Being super forgettable is a useful talent, lol. Making a convincing water drop noise with my mouth. Memorizing the 50 US states in alphabetical order. Knowing TV show theme songs by heart. Deducing 50 nifty United States in elementary school too. When I stop clapping, everyone in the room stops. There's no mind control involved, so I guess I'm just very good at knowing when to stop. Are you sure it's not mind control and you don't know it? Are you sure it's not in controlling your mind and you don't know it? I can wiggle my eyeballs, but it comes at the cost of a headache. R/shit is superpowers. I'm very good at googling for answers to technical questions in video game walkthroughs. Congratulations, you're a software engineer now. I'm laughing so hard because that's my job and all I do is Google stuff. The thing is, you just have to know what to Google. That's why you need a degree. Accidentally breaking anything that is glass and expensive. When my husband and I first started dating, he proudly told me about these wine glasses he had that were unbreakable. I showed him. Being able to browse Reddit without realizing it's past bedtime. We are all chronically talented in that, lol. In fact, I'm doing it right now. I can sound like the Predator and I have a ridiculous amount of useless knowledge. Sounding like a predator is easy. Come into my car, little girl, I've got candy for you. I can nut in like 5 seconds if I want. I do that every time anyway. I can pop my thumbs out of place and bend them in unnatural ways. I'm double jointed, or whatever. I have a friend who can do this. He is near invincible in thumb wars. I can put my thumb on the backside of my hand. Is that something you can do? Can move my dick about. Nothing like loose gym shorts and a quick flex to freak out your S/O. I can easily enter a lucid dream. How? I'm super interested in lucid dreaming because I have very intense and vivid dreams and I want to use them for my art. I only had one once. Yes, for art. It's called hentai and it is art. I'm a 45-year-old woman that can still consistently hit 97 miles per hour fastballs in a batting cage. My dad was a professional baseball player and we hung out at batting cages for a good chunk of my childhood. So I had a lot of practice once my dad and his buddies figured out that I could do it at all. My dad even hustled people for quarters when I was a teenager for laughs. Completely useless talent, but I'm kind of proud of it. The very reason I asked the question is for this. We think that the talents that make us special are the ones that are useful in real life or earn you money. But what sets us apart are those weird things that we classify as useless but relish all the same. I feel like this post was made for me. I can solve a Rubik's Cube in under 10 seconds. I'm really good at pencil tapping, but not actual drumming. I'm really good at Super Smash Brothers. I can make that raindrop sound. I can click my tongue way louder than the average person. I can do all sorts of pencil spinning. My childhood was just learning weird tricks to impress people. I can do the tongue thing. I've done it in my friends' ears and apparently it's one of the loudest they have heard, so that's cool. I can move my nostrils for extra air suck through my nose. That's for extra airflow when snorting shit. Spinning a pen around my fingers, Zippo tricks, juggling, bar flare, coin tricks, all utterly useless. The 5 horsemen of ADHD. I can roll my tongue and happy cake day. I remember when my grandpa was so proud to tell everyone he could roll his tongue, then absolutely everyone present could too. When we started to fold it like a flower, the poor guy looked so broken. Bitch please, I can make a flower shape out of it and roll it. Amateur hour in here. I can make flower shapes out of other people's tongues and decorate my home. Resume writing. I somehow perfected the art of good formatting and buzzwords on resume, or I can get anyone an interview for a job they are marginally qualified for. I guess it's actually useful. Also for the love of everything good, do columns or alignment with your tabs instead of trying to hit the space bar enough times to make your stuff line up correctly. It's not that hard. I fixed this formatting issue every time, and then I say that you're proficient with Microsoft Word, so try to make me proud. I can burp at will. No need to eat or drink anything. I can even spell names by burping. All you have to do is swallow air and it's to do. I do it pretty easily. Yeah, no big deal. Farting at will is of course a different issue. You do the same thing. You need to point your ass up and suck it. It's weird, but doable. I can do it while sitting, but there is a 50/50 chance that I will shit myself. Being ambidextrous. Hey, me too. My right hand is the smarter one, though, because when I was young, I had a teacher tell me not to use my left hand because it was the devil's or some shit. So, I can use my left for a lot of things, but usually go righty because it has had more practice. I'm trying to balance them back out, but there's a lot of catch up to do. I feel like being right has more pros than left does, although it would be fun to use both hands for anything I'm similar, whereas I can write with both hands, but apart from that my left is completely useless. Extremely left-handed here. My right hand is basically just spare parts. I can make an owl sound by cupping my hands and blowing. Can also do a wood pigeon by rolling my tongue at the same time, as if you were rolling your R's. I'm able to do the same, but change the shape of my left hand to alter the pitch, and therefore play songs with my cupped hands. Same. I wiggle my fingers and play like a recorder. Learning bits of hiragana and katakana. It's not like I know what the words mean. Ah yeah, I'm learning Japanese, and whenever I see a word I can always write it, just can't tell someone the definition in English. It's all fun and games reading the easy parts of Japanese until the kanji walks in. Suddenly you find yourself in the middle of a class learning to write Jidao and Baki in kanji and think, why the hell I'm learning how to write vending machine in this cryptic language? Bonus points if you still remember how to write that shit down, but you forgot almost every other useful word in kanji after 5 years from your graduation. One I've never seen anyone else mention. Give me any whole number greater than 2 and I can near instantly come back with 2 other numbers which complete a right angle triangle, the whole A2 plus B2 equals C2 thing. It's not exactly difficult, but it's far less impressive over the internet, where I might not respond to or see a challenge for hours, and a computer could find such triplets of numbers in a split second. In person, doing it entirely mentally with my eyes closed, it's maybe a little bit impressive if you're a primary school math teacher. I can do all 151 original Pokemon impressions. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.